everyone, and welcome to Living Healthy and Aging Well. My name is Ken Haglund, and we are broadcasting live from the AM 950 radio station that overlooks beautiful Bryant Lake Regional Park located in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. It is another gorgeous day here in the Twin Cities, and I am grateful to be here with you. I hope all of you are doing well today. We are on the air every Saturday from noon to 1 to talk about your health and your life. We cover a wide range of topics to help you and your loved ones improve and enjoy your quality of life. I want to thank all of you that leave messages on our radio show phone line. We appreciate hearing from you, and we welcome your questions and comments. Please continue to let us know of topics or guests you'd like to have us talk to on future shows. Our mission is to help you improve your quality of life. Call or text us anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at 612-999-3426. We look forward to hearing from you. We are adding new listeners to the show each week, not only here in the Twin Cities of Minnesota, but also throughout the country. You can find podcasts for all of our shows on the AM 950 radio website, and we can also be found on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and many other streaming services. And I tell you, I meet amazing people in my line of work every week, and I want to mention just in passing here, I enjoyed a great conversation with John from Integrity Lawn Service this week. I learned that he's been sent around the world by his local church here in the Twin Cities to install irrigation systems and create soccer fields to allow children and adults to have a community place to gather, exercise, and have fun. And he had some amazing stories to tell. I want to thank John for his life's work of helping others. We will try to have him on a future show, and you would enjoy hearing his experiences from other countries. And I just talked to so many people during the week that I wish I could bring them all on the show here for you folks to hear, because it just gives you so much hope in the future with all the great things people are doing to help others. Well, we have another great show for you today. Joining me in a few minutes is Julie Hamilton. She is president and founder of Senior Communities Guide. Now, she has developed a new service to help people easily find the best senior housing and care in Minnesota. This new online service is available by using Senior Communities Guide's powerful search engine to filter communities by location, budget, care, and amenities. This online guide currently has over 2,000 communities listed, including assisted living, skilled nursing, memory care, and independent living, which also includes over 55 apartments, cooperatives, and condos. I'm excited to have Julie here today to talk about this new service for our seniors. And you know what? It also helps the seniors' children, because they're a big part of helping to find places for their parents to live as they age. So before we get into our conversation with Julie, I want to mention a few things. We received several calls this week regarding our previous show with the Integrative Therapy Group. Now, remember, Dr. Christy Brecky, a licensed marriage and family therapist, and Lisa Jensen, a certified licensed massage therapist, they were in the studio, and they're sisters, and they co-founded Integrity Therapy Group located in Eagan. Remember, they joined me to talk about how they address the body's health holistically, and by doing that, they're seeing greater success in their patients' health goals and achieving what they want to accomplish on their health journey. Now, they shared that you just can't feel healthy physically if you're ignoring your mental health, just as you can't also feel mentally healthy if you are ignoring your physical health. So if you truly want to get better, you need to commit to both the healing of the mind and the body. With a combined 30-plus years of experience, they integrate their therapies and services so that people can feel the healing effects of taking care of both your mind and your body at the same time. For more information on how they can help you get healthy or maintain your health, visit Integrative TG. That's TomGeorge.com. IntegrativeTG.com, or give them a call at 651-252-1410. That's 651-252-1410, or listen to my podcast on the AM 950 radio website or your favorite streaming service. The other thing, too, I'm trying to list all the top calls we got this last week here. We also received several calls about our show with Amy Horn, the licensed acupuncturist and owner of Blue Branches Acupuncture in Bloomington, Minnesota. We talked about the power of acupuncture and how she works with Western medicine to create the highest outcomes for her patients. Now, she combines ancient wisdom and modern technology, and Amy works with her patients to meet them wherever they're at on their healing and wellness journey. Whether you're looking to maintain an active lifestyle or address chronic illness, Amy Horn with Blue Branches Acupuncture can create a custom treatment plan to help you be your best self. For more information, visit bluebranches.com or call 612-567-2470. Once again, 612-567-2470. Or again, listen to my show with Amy on our podcast on the AM 950 radio website or your favorite streaming service. Now, this is the interesting thing. One of the rare times that people who then went to one of our guests and then they called me and said what a great experience they had. So normally we get the call saying, what was the name of that person you had on the show, or what's the phone number? But we actually had people get back to me personally and say what a great experience they had. So if you're interested or curious about acupuncture, give Amy a call. You'll be very pleased with what that can do for you. Also, we did get several calls regarding the air purifier I use in my home and at my office. And I also have it here in the studio. And I use this to keep my family and coworkers safe and healthy by continuously disinfecting the air and surfaces with this amazing technology. The AIRIS filtration system uses technology developed by NASA to keep astronauts safe while they're in space. This technology is called ActivePure and is now available for home and office use. So what's nice about this, folks, is that it takes and kills bacteria and viruses such as influenza and COVID-19. The system's used in hospitals and schools and senior communities, restaurants, all over the place. So I use this portable air filtration in my home and in my medical practice. In fact, if you have any questions about it, please give the folks at Minnesota Health Institute a call at 952-270-0345. And when you call them, mention you heard it on my radio show, and you'll get $100 off a purchase of the air purifying system with this advanced technology to kill viruses and bacteria. So once again, give the folks at Minnesota Health Institute a call, 952-270-0345. Once again, 952-270-0345. The folks there will give you more information, or they will offer a free, no-obligation demonstration of this amazing technology. They'll bring it to your home or to your office. So if you missed the number, I'll give it out again later in the show. So if you have any questions on today's show, you can give us a call at the radio station and talk to our friendly show producer, Patrick, and he'll get your call on the air. The number here is 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205, or you can text me directly here in the studio at 612-999-3426. All right, I am anxious to get to my guest today, Julie Hamilton, president and founder of Senior Communities Guide. Welcome to the show, Julie.
Thank you, Ken. I'm happy to be here.
All right. We got so much to talk about here. I've only got a couple minutes in this segment, but there's you have a great new service that you've launched here in the middle of COVID, and we're going to talk about that. But before we do, give us a little background about you, and our audience always enjoys hearing a little bit about the guests that I have on the show. So
Sure.
Tell us a bit about your background.
Sure. I was born and grew up in Rochester, Minnesota. And my historical roots, meaning both my parents came from the farms of Iowa. Mm-hmm. When I graduated from Mayo High School, I wanted to study art. And so I stayed at RCC for 1 year, and I had my aha moment that we all do sometimes as young people when my teacher said, your art looks like something that would come out of a magazine. And so literally the next semester I packed up, I went up to the cities, and I started a graphic design program. And so I graduated, and then I worked as a graphic designer. And then in 1996, I really wanted to get into web development, even though most people didn't know what that was. And so I started Avalo Web Development and Avalo web development, which is what we have right now. We came up with the idea for Senior Communities Guide. It was my husband early retired from his news position, and that's how we started Senior Communities Guide.
Well, fantastic. And I just learned about this because I had a chance to meet you through one of my other guests on the show. And information, you think we have so much information at our fingertips with the internet and everything. And the problem is that there's too much information. It's sometimes overwhelming. And the key is to be able to find what you're looking for. And it looks like, as I've learned about your website, you can easily find what you're looking for. In terms of location and budget and amenities. And you did a very, very nice job of taking a lot of information and distilling it down to an easy to find, easy to use service.
Yes, we had heard from so many people of how hard it is to find a community and find if there's openings and be able to contact them, because so many places make it it's just really hard. Everyone's individual, so we wanted to put everything together.
Yeah, and you've done a great job. So we're going to talk about this website and this great service here for the rest of the show, folks. I hear the music, so please stay with us. It's time for a short break. We'll be right back to continue our conversation with Julie Hamilton, president and founder of Senior Communities Guide. She has developed a new service to help people easily find the best senior housing and care in Minnesota. If you have a question, please give us a call, 952-946-6205, or you can text us at 612-999-3426. You are listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well. My name is Ken Hageland. Please stay with us. All right, welcome back, folks. You are listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well, where we talk about your health and how to improve the quality of your life. My name is Ken Hageland, and joining me today is Julie Hamilton, president and founder of Senior Communities Guide. She developed a new service, and we're going to talk about that today. And this helps people easily find the best senior housing and care in Minnesota. And that is great because it's a confusing process, and it's a lot of work and very time-consuming to do it without using her wonderful service. So we're going to talk about that again in this segment. If you have any questions regarding this great service that Julie's created, please give us a call at the radio station, 952-946-6205, or you can text me your question at 612-999-3426. Before we return to our conversation with Julie Hamilton, I want to mention this program is brought to you in part each week by Minnesota Hospice. Minnesota Hospice is an independent, physician-owned medical practice serving our local communities with innovative and comprehensive end-of-life health care. Minnesota Hospice has been helping thousands of patients and families over the years with end-of-life health care. Please do not wait to learn how hospice care can benefit you or your loved ones. Now, hospice brings comprehensive medical services to your home with no cost to you or your family. If you have any questions regarding end-of-life care or support, please contact the compassionate team of experts at Minnesota Hospice. Their phone number is 952-898-1022. Once again, 952-898-1022, or visit them online at minnesotahospice.com. Now, just they have trained registered nurses that answer the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you have a question, don't wait for the next week to come. Get that question to them, and if they can't answer it, they'll make sure someone on the team can answer that question for you. But everybody that they have served has always said, I wish I would have known about hospice sooner. It takes a huge burden off the family in trying to help take care of a loved one at end of life. So please don't wait. Make that call. Get connected. Get the information. There's tremendous people there that can help you understand the great benefits of hospice care. Once again, 952-898-1022. All right, Julie. Now, if our audience wants to get a hold of you after the show, what is the best number or what's the best way for them to reach you to learn more about this amazing service that you have developed here?
Well, the best place to go is to go to www.seniorcommunities, that's plural, .guide. All the information is there, and you can do a quick search by location, and then you once you choose your location, you go into the application, which is where you filter for the communities. It's right on the homepage. There's a big white box. It just says, where do you want to go? And it also will, if you are in a specific area, it knows where you are. And it just asks you, do you want us to look where you are? And you hit go, and then it goes right into the application.
So not only is it a great thing, it's also very intelligent too, it looks like.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. And again, there's a contact button as well on there that has your phone number, 763-204-8118. So, but we'll talk more about that great website here during the show. But let's talk about, first of all, it's funny because we talk to people all the time with elder care, senior care. I mean, that's our whole business, and it's so interesting. People come to us and say, "Where do I start?"
Right.
I mean, it literally, they're. What happens many times is we get a call. Mom or dad or grandma or grandpa goes to the hospital for some reason, and all of a sudden they find out that they can't live independently anymore, and it's a shock to the patient, but also to the family, and no one's kind of thinking about that, and so all of a sudden it's kind of a crisis situation, and then they don't know where to turn to, and that's why when I your service came to my attention, I thought, oh, what a great way to again distill this massive amount of information, and I brought in. For those of you who are watching on Facebook, I brought in the Senior Care Guidebook that is put out by the Senior Care Options Network, and it's almost 900 pages long. It weighs about 10 pounds. It's massive, and to be able to put a lot of that information on a website, basically on your phone, that you can just scroll through, is pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the whole idea behind it was, I'm 55, and so I have friends and family that have been in that situation where they're in the hospital. They have like 2 or 3 days to find something, and they're kind of in a panic. And social workers, help as best they can. But what happens is a lot of people want to go and visit. So we are getting communities to get their 3D tours on as well. So literally, not only can you siphon down to what you need by how much and what amenities you would like and what kind of care you need, but also take a look at it, but without actually having to go there, so that you can make a decision. So by the time you do contact the community, you're pretty sure that that's probably in your top 1 or 2. And so it helps the communities too, in that they don't have to sit there and go through and give tours and stuff to people that maybe aren't a good fit, but they don't really know it because they haven't asked the right questions, or they haven't, So we're helping both the seniors and the communities. And the whole idea is to make that connection and have it be a good, strong connection for what they need.
It really sounds like it's a matchmaking dating service.
It is. It is. We're actually working on in stage 2 of doing like the personality of the community with the personality of the senior, with all the other things too that we talked about, the needs and things like that, and putting that together so that you ask a few questions and it kind of picks that home depending on what you like, because there is a personality to every senior community, and sometimes they don't even know what that is. So communities are going to find out like the social capacity, like how social they are and the things that they do, and how the seniors of that have the most interest of what they do would be the perfect fit for them, so that they don't have to, move in somewhere and then find out it's not a fit and have to move, because that's kind of traumatic and hard for families and for the senior as well.
Without a doubt, and that's one of the biggest complaints that I hear from just the senior community at large, both the communities themselves but also the people and the families, is I wish we'd have known more information about things like that, the softer side. The social side, the community, the culture of the community. Sometimes that is hard to understand, and you're right. That second move is really a painful move, because the first move is a shock, going from independent living maybe sometimes to more dependent living. So this is huge to be able to have a chance to narrow that down. And you're right, it helps both the families, the resident, as well as the communities, make that match maybe quicker and more efficiently.
Right, and then we, after realizing that, so there's some other things I want to talk about how there's things you need to do to kind of prepare to go into a community. So we can talk about that.
Well, that sounds great. The music is cueing us out here, Julie. We'll be right back to continue our conversation with Julie Hamilton, president and founder of Senior Communities Guide. She has developed a new service to help people easily find the best senior housing and care in Minnesota. Now, just this is an online service, and it's available using the Senior Communities Guide's powerful search feature to filter communities by location, budget, care, and amenities. We're going to talk more about that in the next segment. If you have any questions for us, please give us a call, 952-946-6205. You are listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well. My name is Ken Hagelund. Please stay with us. All right, folks, welcome back. You are listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well, where we talk about your health and how to improve the quality of your life. My name is Ken Hagelund, and joining me today in the main studio here at AM 950 is Julie Hamilton, president and founder of Senior Communities Guide. She has developed a new service to help people easily find the best senior housing and care in Minnesota. All right, if you have a question, please give us a call, 952-946-6205, or you can text us at 612-999-3426. Now, before we return to our conversation with Julie Hamilton and talking about the Senior Communities Guide, I want to mention that this program is brought to you in part by the great people at Episcopal Homes in St. Paul. Now, they have a new program called Neighbor Care. And if you or someone you know is struggling to maintain living independently or is considering a move to an assisted living community, please call Neighbor Care first. Neighbor Care is a new kind of in-home support service that's more affordable than the traditional home care providers that you may be familiar with. This innovative new home care service is designed to help older adults remain independent by making in-home support services more affordable and accessible. They do this by having care professionals that can be helping with daily tasks, but in smaller time increments, even multiple times each day, as needed by the person that is taking that service. This unique support service is offered 24 hours a day by Episcopal Homes in St. Paul. For more than 125 years, Episcopal Homes has been serving the Twin Cities and understands the importance of a safe and supportive home environment. So Neighbor Care is currently providing these services near the Episcopal Homes coverage area within the urban core of St. Paul. So if you have any needs in that area, please reach out to Karen Vento at 651-444-4000. Once again, call Karen Vento at Episcopal Homes about their Neighbor Care program, and that number is 651-444-4000. It's a great program, folks, and the people at Episcopal Homes are phenomenal. Our friend of the show, Marvin Plackett, the CEO, has been on the show a couple times here over the years, and they really have a heart for care for their residents. So great program. Also, I want to mention for those of you who may have missed the information regarding, again, that amazing technology we use in our medical practice to help eliminate viruses and bacteria such as COVID and influenza. If you want a free demonstration of that technology, that air purifier, give them a call at Minnesota Health Institute at 952-270-0345. Once again, 952-270-0345. Mention you've heard it on the radio show here on Ken's show, and they'll give you $100 off their amazing air purification technology. All right, let's get back into our conversation with Julie. This is just a great service that you have developed here to help our seniors and their children, their adult children, help sort through all the options that are available for people in that senior living community age. So let's talk more about the history of how you came to build this amazing technology.
So we looked into kind of the problems that seniors had. So once we started thinking about the technology and how we could use our technology to help seniors, we started thinking about what other things that we can do besides just having a search for housing and care. And one of the things that we learned as we were learning more about seniors and care and what the needs are was that seniors need to be prepared to move into the community. So they need legal help, financial help, and in some cases transportation, personal care, and real estate needs, like what do they do when you're going to sell your house? What are you going to do with all your things? How is someone going to step you through that process in a gentle, caring way? And so, again, it's one of those things where, yes, there's people out there doing that. Now, how do I find them? And so our next venture is that we are going to be listing all those under the Senior Resource Guide. So you can either look for your senior home and care, or you can look for a resource if you decide you want to stay in your home, or if you decide you want to be better prepared. So when you talk to financial people, they'll tell you that you should be prepared 5 years out. And there's a certain amount of things that you should do to protect your assets, to protect your families, and to have everything kind of tidied up for you, so that your family doesn't have to struggle with all the things like being able to do your medical care legally and things like that. So we wanted to educate because so many people don't know, and you don't know until you have to know it. Mm-hmm. And so we wanted to use our blog and our Facebook page to talk about those type of things. And so we have people that are kind of guest bloggers for us, kind of like you, on your show, right. But all online, so that people can look at the things and find out what they need to know. So that was.
So I'm looking at your website, very, very beautifully done website, which again is
Avelo.
Done, but
yes.
Avelo, your company has done this, and I can tell you've been in the business for several years, 25 years, because it's very clean, very easy to navigate. I think people, both the seniors and their adult children, will find it easy to navigate. Well, and the grandkids too. I mean, they can navigate through the web pretty fast these days. But I'm looking at that resource guide, and you're showing a picture of what it's going to look like, because you're going to launch that here sometime in the near future.
Yes, we're going to launch it in July, and right now we're getting the word out so that businesses and people who care for seniors that want to sign up can sign up. We're in the process of getting that on the site. So we want to launch it with 100 to 200 resources to begin with, and it is statewide, so we'll be growing it from there. Okay. We do a lot of networking, so we'll be networking with people as well and senior network groups and things like that. So, Yep. And so I just kind of wanted to mention that that's kind of like the future of the things that we're doing. But we're also really looking for senior communities to get more involved, because what we do on our Facebook page is we also promote senior communities. So if they're a partner with us, we promote their events, we promote what they're doing, we promote their open houses if they're brand new, their ribbon cutting. We talk about the interesting things the communities are doing, because all of them do a little bit of different things, and some of them really stand out. And so those are the people that we really like to highlight. And so we're looking for more senior communities partners to do that with us as well.
That's great. I mean, I signed up on it, and so I encourage other providers out there to do the same thing. But just so people are clear, that resources guide is going to be going live this summer in July, but your community guide, though, is live and ready to go. There's 2,000 locations, and that's growing.
Yes.
And so if people have a need right now or are just curious, because one of the things I've learned in senior housing is location is one of the top three things, right? Location.
Yes.
Because if you get something that may fit you, but it's a long ways away from your family or your friends, it makes it difficult for people to come visit. And
it
so
does.
you a lot of times you want to find something near me or find something near your children or your family or friends, because that makes it more convenient for them to stop by and visit, and for you to stop by and visit them. So that's why it's important. It's great. You have a great
Yep.
map function.
Yep, on the homepage, all you have to do is put in the city or that you're looking at and hit go, and then it will take you to all the communities, not only in that city, but in the probably surrounding 20 miles.
Yeah.
So in the Twin Cities, you see all of these, all of them. And if you're out in the rural area, there are a lot more senior communities, I think, than people think. Everyone thinks about, well, there's one well-known one, but there's a lot of places like residential care homes where they are taking care of seniors that aren't a big facility. So there's a lot of those in the rural areas, and we're trying to get all of them on as well. And that's why we have 2,000. And so if there's a community that's not listed, we can list your community. If you see your community, say you're a community owner, and you see something on there that where we don't have it quite exactly right, you can go in and you can contact us and claim the profile and make the changes. So we are updating pricing as we get information back. And so we are keeping this as up to date as possible. And my husband is the database manager, and he does a really good job. Just thought I'd add that.
Well, and what's nice too is it's easy to sort through. Your filtering system makes it really simple to sort it by budget. And what's nice too is you have a great little video that's on your website as well. So it gives people an example of how to use your website. It's a 2-minute video. It's
right. Yep. It's about 2 minutes. Yeah. Because people have said to us, well, older people aren't going to use that. It's going to be hard. And I'm like, it takes like 2 or 3 clicks to find what you're looking for. And so we did the video so that people understood that it really isn't hard, and that like my parents are 80 and they have their tablet and they use it for everything. And and seniors are 10 times smarter than most of us anyway. So all you just have to do is sort of show them, and they're good to go.
Right.
Technology isn't something that is only for the young. So yeah, we're excited about all the people that are using it. So.
Well, that's one thing too we're finding is that seniors really have embraced technology, especially during this pandemic we've had this last year. They couldn't see people, so they really took advantage of the technology for FaceTime and being able to connect with people via their phone or their tablet. I mean, these are very ingenious people. They've survived a long time, and they're smart people, and they have a lot of perseverance to them. So we don't discount at all the ability that our seniors have to be able to navigate through technology.
Yeah, absolutely. And we actually, as we're kind of looking at technology, we're finding that there's a lot of technology out there for seniors that's just very, very interesting and cool. And so we want to share that information too. So there's something called the GrandPad. I don't know if you've heard about that, but it's an iPad where they've basically locked it down, and it's unbreakable. It's how if someone says, "Oh, I need my parent to talk to tech all of the time," right? And it's literally you can't break it. And that's a local company here, and so we're just meeting all sorts of really interesting people that are doing great things for seniors, that are dedicated and caring, and those are the kind of people that we want on our resource guide. And so we're looking to only have those kind of companies on our resource guide, so people can be pretty sure that that we've background checked and certified that these are good people and that they've taken the courses on how to work with seniors if that's available for their particular profession. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, many of the people who you're talking to be on your website, I've had on my show.
Yeah, that's great.
No, it's really great to see. Kind of all this kind of coming together in a sense. And I know we're going to continue to see just continual improvements on all this. And it's important because the amount of services available for our seniors is phenomenal. They just don't know where to find it.
Right. And if we're all lucky, we all get to be seniors, right?
That's right. All right, folks, it's time for a short break. We'll be right back to continue our conversation with Julie Hamilton, president and founder of Senior Communities Guide. She's developed a new service to help people easily find the best senior housing and care in Minnesota. If you have a question, give us a call, 952-946-6205, or text us at 612-999-3426. You're listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well. My name is Ken Hagelin. Please stay with us. All right, folks, welcome back. You are listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well, where we talk about your health and how to improve the quality of your life. My name is Ken Haglund, and joining me today in the studio here at AM 950 is Julie Hamilton. Very creative, passionate, innovative person, as you found out. She's president and founder of Senior Communities Guide, and she has developed a new service to help people easily find the best senior housing and care in Minnesota. And she does it in a very unique way, and I tell you, it's much different than maybe you would have thought about with previous experiences with other services. So we have one more segment here, folks. So if you have any questions for Julie, and I know you will because you'll call me after the show, but if you want to get your question on the air right now, please give us a call, 952-946-6205, or you can text me at 612-999-3426. All right, we got some text coming in here. Looks like, okay, we'll talk about some of those questions here in a minute. But Julie, let's make sure that people know how to get a hold of you if they have any questions, both people looking to use your service as well as potentially partners that may want to partner with you to get their services on your website.
Yeah, so everything is on seniorcommunities.guide, and all the information is there. If you're a community that wants to be a partner, there's a community become a partner button in the right-hand corner. If you're looking at resources, it's underneath there. And if you want to contact us, you just click on Contact Us. And we generally, and the email would be just info@seniorcommunities, plural that is, .guide. And our phone number is 763-204-8118. It's funny, though, being a tech place, we hardly get phone calls. We mostly get emails.
Right.
And so, yep, that's how you get a hold of us. And if you're a senior and you have questions, you can contact us through our form or on the phone number, and we will help you. And pretty much with anything you need, and we can guide you through if you need to. And so,
yeah, that's fantastic. And so, folks, it's seniorcommunities.guide. So Senior Communities, that's plural, .guide. Yeah, very easy to navigate website. You can tell that Julie's been in the business here for many years. It's very easy to navigate through that website. So I encourage you, please check it out and give her a call if you have any questions. All right. The last few minutes here, Julie, I want to cover a number of things, if we can, about frequently asked questions that your clients, patients, families may have regarding your service.
Sure. Our main question is how up-to-date is our online directory? And one of the things that we do is we're constantly adding new communities and updating the pricing and updating the information. But if communities go on and they look at their profile and they see anything, they can claim their profile or send us an email with changes right from the website and right from the profile page. So that's kind of how we keep everything up to date. And then another one is, do we sell your name to other companies when we fill out the form, when we want to get in touch with the community? And no, we don't. We never sell seniors information, plus we don't have pop-up ads. And the other thing that makes us different is that a lot of the websites online, they give you an in-between person, a salesperson, and that's how you connect with the community. But we give you the number of the person to call to ask questions about the community directly. And we don't get in between. We're not the salespeople. We're just connecting you, and so you can get in touch with them immediately.
So you're really an independent provider of information, and you do it in a very easily manageable way, is what it comes down to. Because you're making contact, you're providing contact with the housing director of the community.
Correct.
Got it. So it's a direct connection. So the person that's looking to find information is going to get directly connected then to that housing director or that person at the community.
Right. And if the housing director hasn't gotten back to us when we've contacted them to make sure that we have the right information, they will have the main number and they will be connected directly that way. So housing directors, get in touch with us just to make sure.
No, that would be very helpful if they do, because it's another great way for them to get information about their community out to prospective residents and clients in the future.
And absolutely. And it's a free service for seniors, and the communities get their phone number on there for free. If they want to add additional things such as videos, profiles, additional information, 3D tours. We do the videos and 3D tours ourselves if they don't have the opportunity. That's some communities don't know how do we get a 3D tour done, and we have a group that does that for us that's just amazingly good and fast and reasonably priced. So that's the other thing that communities, we help them market. 25 years in online marketing for me. So if I meet with a community and they say, hey, what do you think? I could probably give them 10 ideas of things that they could do to get more people to their community, as well as this.
Right. That's where I want to encourage the partnership, because we work with several communities, both in our medical practice and also affiliates for the show. And so I'm going to encourage people to just connect with you and have you give them the ideas that they may be looking for, especially during this pandemic. We're trying to get people to get back into some of these communities that may have been reluctant to get in the communities just because of the concerns about the COVID virus and access and visitation and all those kind of things. Now's a great time to look at that next stage of marketing and partnering with your organization.
Yes, we are excited to finally, because we started this right before COVID, so we've been really Zooming with people and not meeting them. And so I'm really looking forward to, now that they're vaccinated and my whole team is vaccinated, that we can go out and really meet in person and we can see these great homes and take more tours and go to some more events. And I mean, I think everyone's just excited to just get out now.
Right. Well, what's nice too is that we have a minute left here. What's nice I see is that you guys are doing the legwork for the families that are looking for a place for their loved one to be. And if you do all that legwork for them, it just literally, they can be on their phone scanning through and finding things that are near their location that meet certain criteria in terms of budget and amenities and the care levels. They can just do that really from the comfort of their home or from their phone. And
yes.
That's great.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we got about 30 seconds left here. What final parting comments or thoughts do you want to share? I would encourage people to get a hold of you if they have any questions, or go to your website, seniorcommunities.guide.
I guess the last thing I would say is that I have a daughter at Mayo Clinic, and she told me that, older adults want to be free to make their choices and be independent as possible. And that means treating them with the dignity they deserve, and that we can connect them with the businesses and senior communities that feel the same way. So that's really what we're all about.
Yeah, you are a matchmaker.
Yes,
and that's fantastic. All right. Well, Julie, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you doing that. Julie Hamilton, President and founder of Senior Communities Guide. Now, she's developed a new service to help people easily find the best senior housing and care in Minnesota. So please, folks, visit her site, seniorcommunities.guide, to find more information. We hope you enjoyed today's show. Please contact us with any questions or comments you have regarding today's conversation. You can always reach us by phone or text at 612-999-3426. Once again, 612-999-3426. Please join us again next Saturday at noon for another live broadcast. And thank you for listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well, where we talk about your health and your life. Until next time, please live well.